Vinny.
Dino.
This is Talkin Jersey More.
More.
Abbreviated version.
We have to go very
We
fast.
got to run. We got to go very fast.
We have to go
We had a
fast.
podcast in here that was like, what the frick? She took a sweet ass time leaving. She left a garment bag. Really? On a podcast, it's not videotaped. You have to have a costume change?
Listen.
Really?
I came up the elevator with some people that were going to photograph these people.
Yeah.
And I saw the people that were going to photograph.
His videos.
I don't know what they were going to take a picture
my
of.
God.
I don't know. Well, this is going to be a truncated version, and it's an odd time for us.
Yeah, it's very weird. I got business going on. You have business going on.
It's for stay-at-home moms,
Yeah.
shut-ins, the disabled.
Yeah, it's
whoever's going to be watching. If we get, but whatever.
yeah.
It's the summertime anyway.
Yeah, it's always this is always a bad week for us.
It's a light schedule for us in the summertime. I mean,
Well, for some of us.
Yeah, and next week it's 4th of July,
But see, what comes out of this show, and the New Jersey on Air guys should realize this. Our band that we
I saw. Yeah,
new single out.
I saw that. Very good. That would be Etched in Blue.
Etched in Blue. It's on iTunes.
iTunes.
And guess what else?
Speaking of iTunes.
We're on iTunes now.
Imagine that.
About time.
It's about time.
They had to approve us.
Yeah, that approval.
Jesus.
Some people were getting loans in the early 2000s faster than that,
I know.
But hey, so there's multiple places to listen to us.
Yes.
And you don't have to watch us live. You can punch it up anytime you want. And everybody's on iTunes. Let's face it. I mean.
Yeah, everybody's on iTunes.
And you don't have to worry about crashing your car. You can just listen to it. You don't have to look at our ugly faces.
You might have to listen to it and crash your car. I mean, there's tons of accidents on the parkway. You see all that?
Not lately.
Motorcycle accidents.
Really?
Yeah, casualties. But it's like, what? What are you doing?
You know what?
I don't get it.
Motorcycles look cool to me. They just never interested me to want to drive them.
I'm not into them.
No, I never was.
Not into them.
Never was. I mean, listen, and I think, like I said, I think some of those Harley Davidsons, they're really nice vehicles. I mean, they're cool if they call them vehicles, but it's not something that I have always ever wanted to do.
No.
No. I mean, I had a moped when I was a teenager, but that was like a glorified bicycle. But.
No, I was driving Route 9 in Howell last night, and this SUV and this Dodge, it looked like a Charger, just like started drag racing. I mean, if you're the first ones in line at a red light, did I do that when I was 18? I did.
We all did it. Yeah.
But if you're like 3 cars behind, and you're waiting for cars to move up so you can slide to the left or slide to the right and then continue drag racing, now you're being an asshole.
Yeah. I just never understood the whole drag racing thing.
But yeah, there's some motorcycle accidents, casualties, and again, it seems like I pick on Lakewood, but you know what? I have to. So I'm driving on Route 9.
In Lakewood.
Last night. It's about 9:30, quarter to 10. Maybe a little later, almost 10.
Ooh.
And this little girl.
I'm
going to say she's maybe 5. She decides to hang on the pole, the street pole, we know what a street sign is, and swing around it. But the problem is, if you swing around it, your feet are actually in the traffic lane.
School's out. There's no more school. Do they go to school all year round? Is there a curfew? It was sundown, wasn't it?
You know what? I think Lakewood should have a curfew with their kids. I really do. I think they should. Because that girl, I mean, if I wasn't at a complete stop, I would have hit her.
Just a foot.
A foot.
She would have really spun around the pole fast.
But, I mean, what are you doing? What are you doing with the mother standing right there watching, thinking it's funny? Well, how do you do that?
Hope she's not related to the one that got arrested a few weeks ago. That wasn't funny. Listen, does that happen in every other town in the country or in the state? Probably. But it's Lakewood.
No, a 5-year-old girl swinging on a street pole.
She wasn't hooking. Whatever.
What Vinny says is no reflection on what Dino thinks.
And apparently that's on NJ on Air too. He's got the disclaimer on
Yeah,
there
we got
first.
the disclaimer on NJ on Air.
We've graduated to a disclaimer. Basically, what the translation is, what these two jabips say is not a reflection of my website, which is fine. Listen, you want to cover yourself, that's okay.
Listen, you know what? We are what we are, and we don't really care.
No.
No, you know. Has business picked up because of Talkin Jersey? No.
No.
Has your social life picked up because of Talkin Jersey?
No. Has my blood pressure? Maybe.
Mine has gone through the roof.
I don't know, man. It could be worse. We could be traveling. I mean, I just got back from Florida.
Look at you. You're nice and tan.
Got a little tan. I'm almost as dark as Christian now. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
You know.
But John's hung as Christian.
Apparently not.
Christian was going to do something himself.
Shut up. Move on. What Jersey stories you got?
Well, like I was saying, don't want to go to Barbados now. Add that to the Dominican Republic.
No.
What? That's the best vacation spot.
To disappear?
Well, of course, it's the best vacation spot. To do.
Hey,
Yeah,
honey.
it's cheap now.
Hey, honey, let's go rent some jet skis.
You know it's bad when the airlines are returning tickets for free.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I heard about that.
With
That's
no
not good.
For the
cancellation.
Dominican Republic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad when the air. Well,
Airlines don't give nothing for nothing.
but
Even if you have a death in the family, they give you credit.
That's actually probably good. It's probably
Even
good
if you die, they give you
public
credit.
relations for the airlines.
Well, they
do
have
that.
to.
Well, I'm saying they have to, but I mean it actually looks good for them. So maybe they'll put a positive spin on these things for their own well-being.
Are they gonna hold back now on the snacks because all the refunds are given?
You know what? I don't listen. I just flew last week. I don't get the whole eating on a plane thing. When you're in the airport, there's a billion places to eat food. And if I'm going to pay a lot of money, I'd rather pay to have a decent burger or a sandwich and a beer. You sit on a plane, what are you getting? What? And for the amount of money that you're paying to get the chips and the chips and peanuts package with the soft drink, I was 2 hours and change on a plane. I have to eat. You have all that time because you have to check in, like 2 hours before, give or take.
Right.
So you're in you go through customs or security or whatever you would call it, and you're sitting there and you're staring at 50 things to eat, snacks, burgers, sandwiches, some sit-down place depending on the airport. You can sit down and have a meal. So you're sitting there for 2 hours. You're not hungry. You're boarding in the plane. You sit down. You got to have freaking peanuts. You got hungry all of a sudden?
Let me ask you
Well,
something.
I don't get it.
Here's a very serious question. When you're driving a car,
Yeah.
now you don't drive really distances that much.
Not
that
often. I mean, my dad's like 2 hours away. But,
Okay. Do you have something in your car to drink or?
on occasion.
Okay.
I mean, I don't go out of my way to. I don't keep it supplied. I don't have a stock room in the back.
You don't have like a protein bar or something like that, or
No. If I want to eat, I'll stop and I'll get something to eat.
like a small container of water. No?
I might bring a bottle of water or if I have a coffee or something like that. But if I'm hungry, I'll stop and I'll pick something up.
Yeah, but you can't stop on a plane.
No, but I mean, but my point is that you're gonna go to the plane. You know your flight's at X time. Say 1 o'clock in the afternoon, like our show was supposed to be, which wasn't. Say your flight leaves at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
You got to get there no later than say noon. Okay, so you go through security, take your shoes off, take off your belt, you put everything back on, you walk through security, you're clear. All the food places are there. You're boarding the plane in 45 minutes. You're still not hungry. You sit down, the plane goes up. They're coming out with the cart, like 15 minutes after the plane takes off? All of a sudden you're hungry? And you got to pay $17 for chips and peanuts and a soda? Where for $17 you could have gotten a sandwich and a beer? That's what I just don't get. Is it just a novelty I ate on a plane? What the? I put my earphones on. Leave me the hell alone. Except for the guy that was coughing behind me. I thought that he was coughing up a lung. So we'll know in about 3 weeks.
Yeah, Dino-itis.
Something might incubate me in like 3 weeks. We'll see. I mean, I just don't get that. When you fly, do you eat?
No, do I eat the airplane food?
Right.
No.
Exactly.
Not unless it was included.
Exactly. If it's included, and that's happened
Okay.
to me like twice in my life.
Used to happen to me a lot back early on.
Well,
Used to include it
it's
all the
cheap
time.
now. Everything's cheap.
But I mean, when you give me these shortbread cookies in a package that's about this big, what are you doing? I'd rather you not give me anything. You're insulting me.
Right.
You know, I weigh 225 pounds. You know, a little shortbread cookie thing. What are you doing? You're teasing me. Don't give me nothing.
But everything was right there in front of you 20 minutes ago. Now all of us, my point is that you went from I'm not hungry and I'm not in the mood to I'm sitting in the seat and I got to have something.
You could do like that woman I think we spoke about on air on one of the episodes. The woman next to me. There was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You could just hit every restaurant on the way to the.
Why not?
To the plane. Load up your bag.
It's available to you. Might as well. I just don't get it. I mean, if it's one of those cross Atlantic flights.
Give me nothing. Give me nothing. Don't give me something.
Depends on the flight. I don't. And then one last thing about flying. What is the obsession about people when the plane lands and it's taxiing to the gate? Why does everybody have to get up out of their seats and grab all their stuff? They're standing there like you're going to get out any faster. Sit the hell down.
I think
you're not going anywhere.
Some people might have issues sitting down for a long period of time.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'm sorry. I saw that. Really? They just, and they're like running out of there. Meanwhile, the handicapped people, they're like running them over in the aisles. It's like, give me a freaking break. This plane, the one on the way back home, 12 wheelchairs and about 6 screaming kids. And the people that are in the wheelchairs, all the family members want to go with them. But in fact, you can only have one family member go accompany them on the plane for the special seating. Oh, no. You should see the people. No, you go over there. You can come. You stay over. You should see the way they talk to you.
Vinny had a very angry flight.
No, it was just entertaining. Like I said,
I can tell. You're really laughing up a storm.
I mean, my God.
Holy shit. You're angry.
I think we just got unplugged.
You're more angry than I was in Lakewood last night.
Oh my God! It was just like I said. I'm a big observer of people. And you just look around. It's just
people.
You know what? And it's not just it's anywhere. People literally just don't care about anybody around them. They only care about themselves. When they're loud in restaurants, the way they drive, like you said, they don't care about their surroundings one bit. They don't care. We're in a society now where everybody's in it for themselves. Nobody wants to help anybody. Nobody wants to. I used to hold doors open for people.
Yes.
I do too. Always a lady, no matter what she looks like.
Always. Car doors, everything.
Exactly. So, people just they're idiots. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, we had a couple idiots with Vic last weekend too.
Of course.
You guys got some comments.
No kidding, really.
Yeah.
Who's talking to us?
Edgar.
Oh, Edgar.
Edgar, Joe Moynihan, Dan Doerr.
Oh, my boys.
Hey, what's up, guys? We don't have the iPad, so we can't really see what's going on. But
you have to
chose not to
read them to us there, Christian.
Well, the latest one from Joe Moynihan. That's why tomorrow I pull out with my fifth wheel camper that has food and a packed cold fridge. I can have whatever I want, whenever I want.
That's
nice little 5-hour drive to Virginia.
Joe's got a nice camper.
And
he's got a nice camper. His camper's nice at my house.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Really nice.
So he can, surprise the people in North Carolina? You see that? You were talking about that.
That was weird.
That viral video.
What happened in North Carolina?
No, happened in Jersey.
She was.
She was like a reporter.
Where was she from?
I think she was a reporter from North Carolina.
From North Carolina or something
that
like
video of the woman pulled over?
Yeah,
oh my God! There's
punch her in the
people at the
throat?
gas station. Then they're filling up my car, and oh my God, look at his food.
Listen,
you know what? You know what that went viral? Because she looked like white trash.
She did. I didn't know who. I know she was a reporter.
And she acted like white trash. And you know what? The rest of the country fell for it.
Are there rest areas up and down Route 95?
Yes, I know. I stop at a lot of them.
I've stopped
to pee.
I mean, the worst is south of the border, of course. That's just
south of the border. Yeah,
you gotta wash your hands every 5
3 shares for $2.
Yeah, but there's rest areas everywhere. This is a surprise to you? Okay, maybe because we pump your gas. Whatever.
All right.
Okay.
But you don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
And everybody was driving 115 miles an hour. Oh, shut the hell up. I didn't even think it was funny. First of all, it was staged.
Yes, it was staged.
It was staged. She did that on purpose.
Yep.
So there was no spontaneity. It wasn't entertaining in the least. But the problem is people will watch anything. Just like we have people watching our show.
The highest I ever remember my odometer going was 90.
Yeah, that's about me too. I've never hit triple
I
digits.
never, ever hit triple digits.
Nope, me neither.
And I had some fast cars younger growing up. I never, ever hit 100.
Yeah, I never had the need to. I never wanted.
115, you will lose control on most any road in New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, especially in these roads that they don't pave. You have one bump and you're done. You go airborne. So I didn't find that funny at all. I mean, listen,
No.
I'll laugh at some stuff. I mean, if I thought it was, but she obviously got out and staged that. So
You know what I
Not
thought was
funny.
funnier? I stopped at the Turnpike on the way home from New York, and I didn't realize this Turnpike rest stop, they closed down. They said they had a sign for in-house training.
okay.
So they were filtering everybody to the A1 convenience store.
Oh, connected to the
People
gas station.
complaining about the food quality in the A1 convenience store. Really? What do you think you're going to throw in there? Kabasi on those rollers?
It was last
Those are
week.
like ShopRite graded D dogs that they're putting on there.
I never had it.
That's not Ballpark Frank on there.
People, like Christian was saying earlier, people will complain about anything. People just want to complain. That's all they want to do.
You had no more donuts left. Well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, there's no more fucking donuts left.
And the food place is closed, so
Okay, so sorry. Suck it up. You know, hey, how about this? Get off the next exit and find a Dunkin' Donuts.
or drive the next 20 miles to the next rest area. Which
You
one
can
was
do
that?
that, too.
Was that the one? Was that the Lombardi one?
It was the one before the Parkway on the Turnpike.
So it's like mile 13, 12,
No,
or
yeah,
exit mile 12, 13.
Yeah, 12, 11, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But I mean, come on, seriously, people.
And there's on both sides. So,
So if you pack the bag
but
like
they have
I
it on
do,
both sides, right? So they could have got back on and got back off, right? Or isn't there?
no, you got to get off the exit and go around.
So you have to pay.
Yeah, you know.
You want a good.
You want
piece-
good food?
Well,
you got to pay for it.
You want good highway food. I would say
You
it's
have to
good
pay for it.
food. Listen, like I said,
How's Shake Shack doing? They still in business?
Who?
Shake Shack.
Yeah, it's still open.
Still open?
I haven't been there yet. I haven't stopped at the rest area.
Oh,
I'm not going because someone posted a picture in one of my group chats and was like, "I got a fries and a shake and a burger for $19."
But it's good meat though.
$19.
It's good for fast food. It's phenomenal for fast food.
$19 is a bit pricey though.
It is
That's
a bit
pricey.
pricey.
That's a bit even for the highway. That's
But
a
if
bit
you
pricey.
wait for the one manager to come around and just complain that you waited too long,
I don't know.
then you get it for free.
I have no need to. I pass it. I mean, I haven't stopped at one of those places to eat in years.
You know where I stopped last night? I don't know if you saw it. I don't know how many times you go into Freehold, but
Yeah, well,
Tommy's
okay.
Tavern on Route 9. It took over like a Applebee's or a Chili's or
Oh,
something
okay.
like
Yeah,
TGI
yeah.
Fridays.
that. TGI Fridays took
They got
over?
rid of that Fridays on Route 9?
Yeah.
No kidding.
This guy put money into
That's by that
place.
Golden Corral, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same
They got
parkway.
rid of the Fridays?
Man,
Wow.
this
Except
place.
Fridays sucked, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fridays are Fridays. What's the difference? It's the same food.
But man,
Yeah,
he put some money.
but service
He's got like an
matters.
outdoor, and like you can tell that the outdoor is gonna be jamming.
Okay.
Yeah, he had to have at least 30 TVs in there, big screen TVs.
So an independent bar, restaurant.
Packed.
Very
It was a
unusual
Monday
these days.
night, packed.
Very unusual.
Granted,
these days.
graduation season. There are a lot of people and a lot of kids in shirts
So?
and ties that normally wouldn't be in shirts and ties.
Who cares? As long as,
But
do
it
you
was
care?
packed on a Monday night. The
Why
food
would-
was amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of food? All kinds?
All kinds. They had sushi. They had burgers.
Sushi.
And what I-
It's funny you said sushi first. You don't even eat sushi.
You know what? Because I'll tell you this. I tried a vegetable roll.
Oh, there you go. All right. Training wheels.
I liked it.
Training wheels.
I liked it.
No, Christian, do you eat sushi?
Nah, not sushi.
Oh, you people. I get the tempura. You know what tempura is? Like the fried.
Yeah.
They put it in the middle of the sushi, like in the middle with the spicy tuna and everything. Like that.
Yeah.
So you get the hot and the cold. Like people. Who is it? The
Edgar,
McDi- What did Edgar say?
In-N-Out Burger blows Shake Shack.
Oh
out the
yes,
water.
no, that's true.
In-N-Out-
In-N-Out Burger's phenomenal.
Now I like In-N-Out Burger, but the only thing is with they have a very limited menu, which is fine. They sell what sells best. Don't get me wrong.
They work
They're
on
good.
what they know.
And it's good.
And
I've only
Shake
had-
Shack's the same way. They
I've
don't
only had it
have
once.
a wide menu.
Yeah.
Well, no, In-N-Out Burger's phenomenal.
In-N-Out
Dan
Burger's
also
good.
says Fridays is closing everywhere. That I didn't know. I love Fridays. That kind of sucks.
The food at Fridays, they have a new menu all the time too, which is they keep it fresh. Their Jack Daniel's stuff is good. Not that we want to sit here and sell Fridays, but I mean,
The problems with Fridays and some of those chains, from an outsider looking in, and somebody who's had some experience in this, you can't keep selling $12.99 specials. I don't care how much food you buy. if the price goes up on meat, and you're still selling for $12.99,
You're losing money.
you're losing money.
Yeah.
And people aren't drinking 3 and 4 drinks anymore. Those days of the 4 martini lunches are gone.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember managing a restaurant back when I was 18, and there were guys coming in at 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, not leaving until 1:30 with a business meeting of 4 guys. Their bar tab alone, and this is back in 1982, was $200
Oh, late 90s.
at lunchtime.
Late 90s, I used to have lunch meetings that turned into dinner meetings. It just kept going.
Those days are gone.
Well, yeah. You
And
gotta get home.
So Fridays and stuff like that, they have to figure out a different way to make money. And yeah, you think volume and stuff like that. Oh, you know, we're gonna do 500 dinner customers, $12.99.
Your profit margin is gonna be small. That's all.
It's gonna be a lot smaller
You know.
because there's 500 people are drinking water, which costs you nothing, and you're getting nothing for
You
it.
know where the money's at too. When I was down in Florida, all these breweries, these microbreweries, and they're big money, and I think we tried to talk about this a few months ago about there's like new laws in I think in New Jersey for places that brew their own beer now. I forgot what the rules and the laws were, but that's a big business. And there's some places. I mean, you're in one city like I was at. There's like 6 or 7 of them. Around here, you have to drive from town to town to find one.
Well, there's one in Asbury.
There's one in Asbury. But I'm saying, but there's some places where you could go, and they're not really competitors. It's a community. Because I talked to the one guy the one place that I went to, they said they love their competitors because they're not selling the same beer.
Yeah.
They're selling different types. And if actually the guy told us one time he named the beer something, and his partner, his buddy down the street said, "That's my name." He goes, I'll change it. So it's not that big a deal,
Right.
you know. But nobody's using their imagination. You know, Fridays. I mean, is Fridays good? Yeah, I like Fridays. But when you're in one town, you have a Fridays, an Applebee's, and a Chili's. It's the same stuff.
You know what really went downhill? Hula Hands.
Hula Hands used to be good.
Hula Hands used to be upper class.
Used to be really
Hula
good.
Hands used to be
That
one
was
of my
like
favorite
one step
places to
above
go.
Fridays.
I
yeah.
just went there recently. It was the most disappointing like fast food I've had in a minute. Like it was
they have to accommodate what they need to sell. I mean, if there's no market for that, like you said, the higher class step up above Fridays.
No.
You know.
No, because places like a Shake Shack, places like an In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I've had burgers at Fridays. I've had burgers at Applebee's. I've had
good.
burgers at Chili's.
They're
okay.
They're okay, yeah.
But I'd rather take the Shake Shack. And honestly, if there's an In-N-Out Burger, I'd rather have the In-N-Out Burger.
Are they passing the Rockies?
Oh.
They're not coming east. Why expand?
That's the one thing I'm excited about LA is I finally get to fucking try an In-N-Out burger.
They're good.
I took Doreen a couple years ago. We went to California, and she never had an In-N-Out Burger before. I have a video of her eating an In-N-Out Burger. She looked like a little kid in a candy shop.
It's good.
She just enjoyed it like nothing.
Yeah, they're good.
They're
The fries are
very
good too.
Oh.
The fries are good.
Is it literally just burgers and fries?
Yeah.
Burgers, fries, and shakes.
Yeah, that's it.
And soda. That's it.
That's all you need.
I don't even think you have like vanilla and chocolate. That's it. I don't even think they have another.
I
flavor.
don't even. I don't know. I just got the chocolate.
But they sell a ton of T-shirts.
Are they so busy out there that it's always packed, or is it like
It's always a line to get in.
it's always a line?
Always a line
Especially
to get
in
in.
like the city.
The drive-through. I was gonna go through the drive-through. It was something like 27 cars in the drive-through. See, but the thing is, they're making it fresh. That's the difference.
They're constantly cooking them.
They're constantly cooking.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can't go in there and say, I want an In-N-Out Burger, and they're just going to go turn around and grab it and throw it in the bag. That's not happening. They give you a ticket with a number.
Yep, and you say number 2, and you go.
You know.
Walk out. Yep.
So,
Yeah, and they give you a little.
it's a
tray.
big difference.
Give
It's
you a
not
little
like,
tray with the stuff. Oh, it's really good. Yeah.
Probably a good job out there, just to work in an In-N-Out burger.
It's-
Probably pays great.
Yeah. I wonder if it's privately owned or franchised.
it's franchise.
It's
it fr-
franchised.
they're
but I think
franchised?
the company is privately
Yeah.
owned.
What does that
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, like In-N-Out Burger under itself is one large.
Oh, like McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sell the franchise probably. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
But, yeah, no, because they don't sell them out here.
No.
You can't get it.
Why? They're making so much money. Why would they even want to come here?
I don't think Texas. I think I saw an In-N-Out Burger,
Really? Wow.
but that's it. I haven't seen anything.
Shocked.
Arizona, there was a couple. Ton in California. California's
that's
crazy. I think Las Vegas there was one.
They're in
There you go.
California, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Texas, and Oregon.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
We need one in New Jersey. We will never, but we
Well, first
Let's
of
get to
all,
Oklahoma first.
it's if it ever comes to the East, it's not going. It's going to go in New York City if it ever does. That's just what the
Just like that Krispy Kreme, baby. I cannot wait till that Krispy Kreme donut opens up.
that's going to be.
I might
nice.
make a trip there just for that.
just for that.
Where's their Krispy Kreme over there?
They're going to put it
Right
in
in the middle of Times Square.
on a corner lot.
There used to be one in Brick, but it closed.
Closed.
It opened and closed in a year.
I don't know how long it was open, but it was. I went there. It was good. But you know what? All these specialty donut shops are opening up now.
Yeah.
Christian, any comments lately? Since we don't have the iPad, I didn't think anybody's going to be watching.
I didn't think anybody was watching either.
At least they're my shut-in friends. I
Dan
guess.
Gore said, Dino, when you come out to Rancho Cordova, there is an In-N-Out 1 mile away where you're...
Probably staying. Nice.
That's where Dino's going to be.
I can't wait.
Dino's going to meet Dan at the
I
In-N-Out
will,
Burger.
Dan. I will buy you a burger there.
Oh, he's going to wait now. He's going to go.
He's waiting now. We're not going until November. It's a long wait. Have a burger while you're waiting.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Nah, I will videotape that.
That's cool.
I will videotape me eating an In-N-Out burger.
Nice.
I'm reading about In-N-Out Burger. They're one of the only places that pay higher than the minimum wage in fast food. So they treat their employees pretty well. And they don't franchise. They own every single...
Like Wawa.
Yeah. That's
smart.
cool.
That's why they make so much money. That's why they can afford to pay their employees that much.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Why should I share my profits with anybody? It's my business.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Good for them. Good for them.
No, I think like not really in and out. You're in, and then you go out.
You ever been to Pink's?
Who?
in LA?
Pinks?
Pink's Hot Dogs in LA? I know you're not.
No.
Nah, that sounds like a go-go bar. That's like a go-go bar. Pinks?
What was
I
your
don't know.
favorite restaurant out on the West Coast?
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
It's definitely
Yeah.
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out burger.
No,
Nothing compared.
because it's like the whole scene. It's like the whole. You have to go there.
We went
It's going to be crowded, so you have to kind of get into the. You can't get ticked off.
Went to this one place in Malibu. It was on the water. I mean,
little shishi?
was it a little romantic and atmospheric?
Oh.
Yeah. Food sucked. Sucked.
See, and the problem with that is some people will say, "Oh, food in Malibu sucks." Don't generalize. There's probably just that one place that you weren't crazy.
Right,
If
exactly.
you went some,
Well, I really couldn't find any other restaurant there. So everything's on the hills.
Well, you have
know?
the beach and a mountain.
Beach and a mountain, yeah.
Yeah.
And a dock. They call it a pier, but
Pier. Okay. Let's stay with the upbeat stuff because we all I have is some negative.
So you want to talk about the Catholic schools closing up?
Sure.
We got a ton of Catholic schools closing up and merging. Why is that?
They're getting expensive.
So should the church realize that, hey, why don't we go back to just being the church and not a business?
But that's been like that for.
Well, now it's
100
catching up to
years.
them because people can't afford to go to private school anymore.
I went to public school.
Did you ever
I
think
turned out
about
right.
putting your kids in private school?
No.
That thought like never crossed.
Never crossed my mind.
Even if you had the money, it would never cross your mind.
No. Why?
Exactly.
Why?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't think you're getting a better education.
No.
You're still getting human beings teaching the kids. So how is that any different than a public school? I mean, I can't compare because I didn't go.
Ton of public, ton of private schools are closing up.
So I can't comment. But my thing is, if you went, good. God bless. I mean, but it doesn't mean you have to.
Look at it, you made it funny.
Oh yeah, how about that? I didn't think of that. I mean, but
You're
I
a
don't
poet
think-
and you didn't know it.
But speaking of poets,
How about the Meadowlands State Fair? You ever go there?
no,
Really?
no, too crowded. The crowds. I don't want crowds.
Hey, surprise, surprise! That new mall got delayed again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But Coca-Cola got the deal.
Okay. They got the deal for what? An empty space?
They're the only brand of soda
Okay. Well, they own more than soda, so they got a whole bunch of stuff.
Well, their brands are only beverages in there.
Okay.
From what I heard,
Good.
it was like an exclusive flavor just for that mall. So, I don't know.
Once it opens, we'll see.
And they got a theme park there now.
Yeah, that was the
They have a
whole.
lot in there.
They have a lot.
Yeah,
in
they got a Nickelodeon theme park. In there
there. Oh
right
God,
now.
shoot.
It's huge. Where they're gonna park, I have no clue. But
I actually got lost in that parking lot once. I got off the highway but completely by accident. Then I tried to get back on and I couldn't figure out how because they didn't have any signs posted.
No,
it's like the Borgata. If you don't know where you're going, forget about it.
the Borgata can be confusing.
Yeah.
You can end up in Brigantine real fast.
Yeah, Vic actually has a line like that he uses. But I spoke to the owner of that mall. I don't know if I told you.
No.
I spoke to the owner of that mall
Look at
because
you,
I was looking to
making
try to
connections.
get a comedy venue in there because the New Jersey State Chamber of Commerce had suggested I contact with them, and they had contact with them.
Yeah, and
And he told me that the rent that he was going to charge me, $35,000 a month rent.
For a space that hasn't even proven its worth yet.
even if it did prove its worth, why would-
35,000, and that would be roughly 6,000 square feet of space.
so that's about $500,000 a year in rent. Go scratch. Wow.
That'd be equivalent of my place if it was that size. I would pay about $6,000 a month.
Funny, somebody will pay it though.
Lisa Ann Rose says hello.
Hey, Lisa.
She loves pinks.
Oh.
Hates Pepsi, loves Coke.
I don't really have a preference.
Coke out of a fountain is really good. When they mix the syrup and the water together, you know, when it comes out of the fountain.
I drink caffeine-free Diet Coke.
I do agree because Coke is that's the only time I have Coke when I go to the movies, and that's when they do it.
Out of the fountain, it's really good. As a matter of fact, when I was away this week, because you know, diners other than in New Jersey sell booze.
Well, some diners in Jersey sell booze.
Not many.
Not many. North Jersey.
So I just said to the waitress, I said, I'm going to be bad. I said, I'm going to Coke. Because I don't really drink soda that often. Man, did it taste good. Like, it was they had the mixture of the seltzer and the syrup was
Perfect.
Perfect. It tasted so good. Because sometimes out of the bottle or the can, it can be so sweet. It's just too much. You know, so I like when it's mixed right out of the fountain. It's really good. But Pepsi out of a fountain, not so much.
You like Mountain Dew?
No. Not big on Mountain Dew.
I like Diet Mountain Dew.
I can't do the heavy caffeine. Mountain Dew's jacked up.
Yeah. You don't need to be more jacked up.
No.
You're jacked.
Yeah, pretty much. And we're almost done.
I know. Look, this is a very quick episode
Our
today.
fans are going to like this. They're going to be like, oh, good. Thank God they're getting
They're
off.
off. But, yeah, Meadowlands State Fair.
Yeah, that's always a big deal.
You see about that mom who got beat up in, I think it was
By
Paris?
the bully?
The bully?
The kid's bully. The bully
Yeah.
of the kid, yeah.
Her kid's bully?
So 12-year-old, she got beat up by a 12-year-old.
You see what kind of shape her face was?
No, I didn't. I heard about it. I didn't see
Her
it.
eye was like red. Like the pupil was red of blood.
Kids are
She was in a hospital. She had a neck thing on in a hospital.
I mean, when you got kids beating up at the... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, there's the picture. Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Oof.
Look at that. Passaic.
Well, it's Passaic. I mean,
The kid told her to go back to Mexico.
you know, what the hell's...
She
What
was
the hell's wrong with
jumped
people?
when she was taking a walk with her kid.
Yeah. But go back
And
to
she had a
Mexico.
baby with her, too.
Yep,
But-
1-year-old and the 12-year-old.
But to say go back to Mexico, shut the hell up. Who are you? You know, I mean,
Go
she
find
looks like a
your
nice
father.
lady, you know, just going for a stroll with her kid and she gets attacked. Come on.
Oh, she was jumped. It wasn't just the bully. It was like a group of them. Is that? Oh, unless I read that. Sorry.
That's just
So you see the soundbite
It's
thing?
awful.
Yeah, we were playing with it before the show.
Wow. Did the prior podcast use this?
No.
It would have helped.
I think anything
Because
would
then they
have
would
helped. I
have
think
been,
anything would have helped
doing
them.
this.
Dino, I got here before you. I had to wake Christian up.
That's how that podcast.
He was
ended.
producing that podcast. He was asleep.
You had to poke him.
Shh. Poke the bear.
He kind of did. Actually.
I mean, it was.
Oh, we have a conspiracy. Vinny poked Christian.
Oh my God. Then there's some weird people. Listen, we're not perfect by any stretch, and we're not claiming to be.
No,
There's some.
but we're on
odd,
iTunes.
Yeah, we are on iTunes. They're not. There's some.
How? I don't
Odd, there's
know.
some odd people out there.
Thank you, Dylan, for getting us on iTunes.
Yeah,
How he did that.
well, no, of course we don't know how we did it because we have no clue. I have to download it on my phone now.
So anyway,
Anyway,
what we've proven from today, 45 minutes can go very quickly.
we could take 2 weeks off.
Yeah, we take 2 weeks off. 45 minutes go quickly. If you do come on as an interviewee, you do have a chance to have your song on iTunes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't even have to have an album. You could just sing.
Lisa Ann Rose just said I would have knocked that kid's teeth out. Damn.
She would have. Yeah.
Well, she's a tough chick from Tom's River, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yes, we could be tough.
She
Tom's
would.
River. You don't have to be from Belleville to be tough.
No. Nope.
We're tough. We're tough kids from the suburbs.
For the beaches.
I'm not beach kid.
No?
I'm from the burbs, not from the beach.
The burbs.
The burbs.
Kids from the burbs.
You have sand in your driveway or on your front lawn or anything? You have sand?
I have some sand spots. Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Why?
Okay, that's beach.
Okay. All right.
You're
Okay.
beachy.
I still got that dirt in my driveway. I still have to lay out. But
You have
So-
stones?
I don't have stones. I have stones in my backyard.
You
Yes,
do?
next to the pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I have stones. That was just so.
You didn't
kid-
finish your dirt yet?
No, I got extra.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you have extra. You did
I have
what
to
you
do-
wanted to
I
do.
did what I wanted to do, but I got more. So
So you have more to do.
yeah,
So you really didn't finish.
I completed my project, but I have still more to do.
Oh.
It's a better way of putting it. Oh, I dropped my.
Maybe you should vacation.
I did.
4 days, Fort Myers. Look at him.
Nice. It was cool. Thanks for my friend Scott.
Scotty. Got a tan and look at you.
That doesn't take with my skin 20 minutes.
So I went to the Met game.
Another one?
Well,
Or is it the same one?
did I talk about the hot dog rolling? The
Yeah.
last one?
Hot dog rolling?
I don't think I talked about the hot dog rolling. So anyway,
I don't know.
I'm at the Met game, Father's Day.
Okay.
All right. And I went to go get a couple beers and stuff like that. And I'm walking down. And this guy's like struggling, carrying food. And there's, Nathan's hot dog.
You talked about
I
it.
talked about
You talked about it. The guy dropped down the steps and it rolled
Kept
down.
rolling down. All right.
$25
Same, we're repeating ourselves. We should have got off a minute ago.
We should have.
But anyway, Vinny has to go to work.
Yeah. So
And
do you
I got a
got
cardiologist.
Oh. Tick, tick, tick,
Hit.
tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. You're going to go check the ticker.
That's good. Well, obviously he's working because you're alive.
Yeah. They say in your 50s you got to start checking this crap.
Yeah. That's true.
Pulmonologist tomorrow. He's the super guy.
Let's see.
He's got to figure out everything.
I got a pulse, so I'm good.
How many times I coughed during this?
No, you're doing good.
I'm telling you, the
You taking the meds?
pulmonologist.
You taking the meds?
Yeah.
You coughed more before we started.
Yeah. Well, that was nervousness.
I was gonna say that, but no, really.
Yeah, it was nervousness.
Oh.
I get nervous before a podcast.
He was throwing up backstage.
No, that was watching the prior
my
podcast.
God,
What kind of outfit does she wear?
She came out with a purple jacket.
Oh my
What the hell was that? She freaking Prince?
To be
This
fair,
other guy.
I think it was just like a business podcast from
We're just listen.
I don't know what it was.
Okay, so the producer was producing it, and he still doesn't know what it was.
But he's out $2,000. He invested money he didn't even know. He wrote a check, signed it. And did.
Look at him. The Lord is with you, Christian. Believe me, you're doing it for the right reasons. You're investing in your future.
He's got a long way to go for his future.
No way to go in a short time to get there. All right. Thank you, guys.
See you next
Later.
time. Later.